Oh, hey everybody. How is everybody doing today? Um, so I had several people say, let's decorate this journal together. So I thought, you know what? I haven't really done that yet with you guys. I haven't shown you my process of embellishing my journals. I don't have a straight method. I do something different every single time I do a journal. But I thought, you know what? Let's do that. So here is what I did yesterday. First of all, it's going to be for this journal. I think I've mentioned that I've done the cover, I've done the front part of it, and I've sewn in the signatures. So this baby is ready to be embellished. But because I've been sick, I haven't been in my craft room much. So yesterday, so we're big football people on Sundays. And although my team has changed drastically, I'm going to admit I'm not as into it, but I mean, I'm happy to watch. And we did end up winning by a fluke, but nevertheless. Meanwhile, all this to say, yesterday I made a deal with myself. I would sit in front of the TV on my recliner, and I would make some ephemera for my journal using book pages, old file folder offcuts, you name it. All of this is just a bunch of offcuts, tearing, gluing, all of that. But what I want to say is the deal I made myself is I brought a little bag. I grabbed a few things to craft with. Once I got into my recliner, I had decided I was not getting back out to go back and forth from craft room to the living room where the game was playing. Otherwise, that is something I end up doing too much. If I don't do this, where I've brought my scissors and my pair of scissors, some glue, a little bit of cheesecloth, some of my file folders already offcuts that I had laying around, and some book pages that I decided to use in this journal. And that was it. And one little 8x8 paper pad. Or is it a 6x6? I don't know. Let's have a look. I used this paper pad, Christmas Cheer, and it's a 6x6. Interesting. Okay, it's double-sided. As you can see by the patterns, yes, you're going to notice a lot of the same pattern, but I used every little bit of offcut that I could from this. I do have some pages left, not too many. And I just used this and some scraps to make these ephemera pieces. So, but I managed. I didn't get off my chair once, and I sat there for probably, I don't know, it was also the Grey Cup in Canada yesterday. So it was probably 6 hours in total that I actually sat on my butt making some wonderful craft pieces. So anyways, that's my process as of yesterday. I'll go through a little bit with you just to show you guys how you can take whatever's in front of you and make the littlest minute piece of paper look kind of pretty. So this, for example, are these old thin soled little paper offcuts that I got a bundle of at the thrift store one day, well, a little while back. But I thought, you know what, the color's right. Could be like sold, a little toy sold for Christmas, that kind of thing. Although I ended up covering it up. But this here, this little thin pieces of paper became this. It's now sturdier. This is the back, so I left it blank. So I did cover up the sold sign because I wanted the blank side for journaling. And I used some of the offcuts, little pieces, did some collaging, and I had a little cork. I cut this into a little design, a little cork sheet from the dollar store. Had laying around forever. So that became what I used to pop it up a bit, a little pop-up, if you will. Backed it with some of the paper, and then I added. I'm also using, this particular journal is more true to a scripture style Christmas themed journal with lots of scripture throughout about the Christmas story. So I tried to get as many of these little scripture word prompts that I could. So yeah, there's that one. And then this piece, I used my circle punch the other day. This is from a different kit, but I used my circle punch, obviously, and I used whatever. I can't remember what I did with that. But when I picked up this piece, it was just this piece with nothing on it and the hole in it. So I thought I would glue a piece of part of this paper pad that I have, North Pole Mail Service Special Delivery. So I sort of glued it so that you could see that through the hole. And then I added some offcuts and a little ticket, Emmanuel, God with us, admit one. And here are some, I guess some might call these milk caps or what have you, but they're about the Christmas theme. I just tucked it in there and used a bit of twine. Looks like, you know, Christmas type twine, and I added a little. So there's that, and then there's book pages. So I brought a bunch of book pages with me. I tore out from the book, probably, I don't know, I can't remember now. This is in the paper, the book itself is written in Greek, some of it. And then I've just made this into a fold down. I don't know what we're going to do with it today. I'm going to put all these into the journal with you guys. Just to start the process of embellishing my journal. We're not going to probably get all of this done today, but I'm going to do a lot more to my journal if you're interested in coming along. So I'm going to take you with me. So it's a little recipe card, little pocket. Now I did do a little tutorial on how to make these. It's a little pocket here. And embellish the front, and then you turn it over and there's a pocket in the back. Simple, simple, simple. So if you're interested or you don't already know how to make these, just look back a couple videos on my feed and you'll probably find, or I mean, I'll link it for you. How's that? I don't have an organized channel. Sorry guys, I'm barely able to do what I do because I'm not technologically savvy. So I do very basic stuff with my channel. I don't even have a pause button. So here's another book page pocket, covered with some of the offcuts of the paper pad. Ho, 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 some of the plaid. Isn't that awesome? And then I just did a bit of layering there with this word prompt out of Luke. And here's a pocket in the front. Do not open before December 25th. So I thought that was kind of cute. Turn it over and I just use soft cuts and I just, you know, tear and glue down as I see fit. So much fun to just take your paper offcuts and just start cutting and gluing, and things take shape. They really do. Another book page, smaller one. So this one opens up also. Try a tri-fold down pocket. And another pocket here. And then it just folds up. And then this paper pad, beautiful. It's just, I love it. I think it's very Christmassy. So yeah, that's that one. So this is probably going to be either a floating pocket. In all likelihood, it will be a floating pocket, but we'll see. So here's a recipe card. I just sort of grabbed, like I said, some stuff in my bucket of things that lay around far too long. And I started decorating. So yeah, you're going to notice it is very much the same paper pad. But that's just a cute little recipe card with a writing spot. And a bigger recipe card. Some word prompt glued to the back and some coffee staining. So I just did some collaging and added this little center. It's Joy Factory Santa Claus. So it's like just a bunch of little stamps that go with the paper pad. And what else do we have? So this is one of my file folders that I used and cut, and I made a pocket. So it was too long, so I cut a chunk and I brought it up and I glued it to the bottom of this piece, and it became a pocket. And I used another word prompt. I'm trying to get the story, the Christmas story, throughout the journal. And a little tag. I'll also do some ribbons and things like that, and a lot of lace and all, you know, some of the fun embellishing details that go along with making journals. Today we won't do that. So this is just going to be a side, what whatever pocket. And these just, I decided to make into belly bands. Not sure how I'll use them yet, but this one here was fun because I did a lot of different offcuts. So I cut this one here, the brown, the darker brown trim, to as part of the collaging, but then you have the little piece you cut, so you can't waste it. At least I don't. So I just stuck it there. So it just gives you a, I want to make sure I'm in the video. These are long. Okay. So there's that, and then there's this one, same thing. Not sure what I'll do. And then I added a bit of eyelet fabric or eyelet lace. Did some collaging. Isn't that pretty paper? So yeah, anyhow, so that's it. This is all what I did while watching the football game. So obviously you caught on that I listen to games. I don't always watch them, especially our team isn't doing so great this year. But anyway, so that said, let's put some of these into this journal here. So I don't think I'm going to do anything else to the front. I feel like there's enough. Sometimes less is more. And it's very Christmassy as it is. So actually somebody asked me, it was actually, I got thinking about it. Someone asked me this piece here. There's a larger doily, a smaller doily, and then this, I don't know where I got this. I got it. I've had it in my drawer for several years. Was it a thrift store, Christmassy thrift store thing? I don't know, but it's been sitting around. And so someone asked me if this was a sugar cookie. Can you see why? How that person would have thought? Because of the, I suppose the foam underneath this part looks more like the cookie dough. But yeah, I thought that was kind of legit. It does look like a cookie. All right, so there's 4 signatures. And here's the front. Now, one thing I did different this time around, which I'm not going to do again, is I secured the tie, the lace tie underneath the cover embellishment, but now it's constantly in my way and it's kind of driving me a bit batty. Usually I do my tie closure last and I just tie it around. I don't fight the tie throughout, but oh well, we're going to have to do that this time. So here's a lace pocket. Now, I could either add one of these or I will reserve this pocket and do something different another time, as in one of my other videos. So here we have the first Noel. Yes, let's see, process. See, this is what I don't do live because you're going to hear me doing a lot of talking. Let's see, how does this look? Well, that's kind of pretty because of the green. I'm going to try to keep this journal less interactive and less bulky. That's my goal. That's my goal. You heard it today. But we'll see. So I could either do it so that we can open it and have both sides like a flip out. You know what? That's what we're going to do because I do have a tag in the back here and a nice writing spot. And I also like to keep a lot of my pages free to do whatever I might choose to do. I don't know if I'm selling this or keeping it, but either way, I want to leave options. So right now, together, we're gonna put this in. So I'm just to my left. I have a little tray here. This is like lots of different little bits and pieces that I'll be grabbing. So this is how I do my flip outs for anybody that doesn't know how to do them. I do have a lot of new subbies, so a lot of people are still in the learning process. Well, aren't we always? This is never a non-learning process, let me tell you. There's always new things to learn all the time. So right now I'm just measuring which way I want to flip it out. Obviously it's going to go this way. And I don't want it to impede with this tag, so I got to cut this a bit thinner. And you want to make sure you get this down accurately. Okay, that looks about right. So I'm going to just glue this side down first. And you want to try to glue it so that it's right at the edge as best you can, because that just ensures a nice clean flip out without it catching on the edge. Something I learned along the way. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm going to try to get it along the edge here. Make sure it's, see this tie here? Oh, what was I thinking? All right, let's see if it opens up. There you go. And there you have it. Then you can do some stamping or whatever you want on that, and add a nice photograph. Maybe I'll do some triple pockets. I don't know yet. I didn't know yet. All right, so I'm going to leave this for now, this bag, glassine bag. So maybe I'll do 2 prompts in each signature today. How about that? So let's do something on the white side of this. All right, so I could either do a side pocket this way. Let's see here. I could leave it, I could do some stenciling. You know what? Let's do some stenciling. Let's do some more of those coffee stains because I'm obsessed with this stencil. It just adds, takes away from the white. Okay, so what do I do? I'm not sure. I may not even do this one today. How about, see, this is my process. I start and then I don't end up, now this is so beautiful. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to leave this for a journaling spot. And here's a pocket I already had done. This is a double pocket. Let's see if I have a tag to show you. Well, here, let's do this. So here's a nice postcard, Christmas postcard. So we could put one in like that. And then we could do this as well. So you can see it is a double pocket. I might just put this here for now. How's that? Another scripture verse. So I'll do that just for today. Oh, and it looks like I did. See, I started embellishing, and I'm like, no, you guys wanted to see me do this with you, so I had to remind myself not to do any. Didn't always remember that, but I just added an offcut, and these are, I believe this is from Scrimping Mummy. She, I can't remember now, but she has a printable with some reinforcements that are kind of cute, and I just left them as that. Kind of reminded me like of Santa's belly belt or something. It's not the right colors, but just, you know, that idea. And this is one of the envelopes that I didn't fold into an envelope from an old kit that I used, I think, in my previous journal. Okay, so we'll leave that. Okay, we're going to put something here, I think. You just want to make sure you do have some thought going into what you're doing here. So that's the flap of the envelope. Oh, I got some green here. Oh, that's nice. But this will have to be cut down, I think. Or will it? It's not too tall for the journal. It's just taller than the signature page. Or does it fit better here? No, I like it with the green and the red. So this is where I improvise. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to make a little mark where I want this to fit. So I'm going to take the scissors. I don't do any rulers and things. I just do the And I'm probably going to use that offcut for something, the little. Okay, let's see if I get this somewhat straight. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm going to do some. Now I'm only going to punch the outside corner to kind of fit nicely into, see, there you go. See how that fits better now? Now, do I want to do a little thumb punch out of there? But I don't want to, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to make 2 thumb punches. One here. And one here. Because, let's see here. I'm going to ink it here. So I'm going to, what I have done by doing this is created 2 slots to put in 2 different tags. So let's see if I have anything laying around I can show you how to do, or what I'm thinking here. So you can see this is a file folder. So it is nice and sturdy. I just don't want to make it too heavy for my page. Oh, that wasn't a very good job here. Come on, get in there. Okay. So just finger tool it down. I always try to remember to put my pen back in my glue bottle. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I mean by having 2 spots now. And these pieces, remember, keep them, and I'll show you why. Because you can always do that, or you can put them here. Or on another page. I'm not going to use them right now. Okay, let's go through. Well, here I've got some word. See my scripture prompts of the Christmas story. So let's just say I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to put one here. And maybe I might put tabs on them. I'm not sure, but that was the thinking behind what I just did. So turning the page, we're done. Okay, so we're done with this signature. Let's just say for today. And now we're going to do signature number 2. Now let's see, did I put one right on the inside? I did. So let's do that. Let's put one right on the inside of the signature. And this one is Away in a Manger with the Away in a Manger music sheet. Isn't that sweet? Okay. Now, maybe I want to put this here. Oh yeah, I like that. Or do I want to try a different belly band? Now this one's going to have to be probably, you know, I wish I had have put that down and then the lace. Or maybe I'll put it here and have some lace peeking out there, but this just fits perfectly. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, so we got that belly band, but we also have this. That looks like it might be a perfect fit there. Now, do I want to do another flip out? I might possibly want to, just to keep some continuity. And C for Christmas, that was part of the file folder. It's also the initial of my first name, but I like that it's C for Christmas. Do I want to go right down to the corner? No, I'm going to do it right like this. So let's do this whole thing again. I have a lot of these offcuts. You know what? I think I'm going to use the paper pads just so I can use it up. Let's do some plaid. So that's perfect. So the way you do this is you just fold it over. I'm trying to do this on camera, but it's difficult. Because this file folder tag's a little bit heavy, I'm going to make sure that I do a decent width. And then you take your scissors and you just cut right up to the top. Okay, so, oh, and it just matches this. I didn't even think of that. Haha, there you go. So I'm going to glue this down first. Oh, you know what? I want to make sure that this is showing on the outside. So I'm going to flip this in. I'm glad I caught that. So it goes this way, and that's what you'll see. Okay. So I'm going to glue this side. I've done these upside down and whatnot before, or I've glued them on the wrong way. But I mean, I've done so many now. I'm getting the hang of it. But I mean, if you guys end up gluing it on, you know. Okay, I think I just made a. Oh no, I'm going to turn it upside down. Okay, here we go. Because I want it on this side because it's going to flip. So see how you can get mixed up very quickly. Or I can. Even though I've done so many. The old brain. See, so you flip it like this. Now I'm going to glue this part down and you'll see the plaid part. Okay, so let's glue this piece down. I didn't even know I had this little paper pad. I think I might have bought it on the marketplace, buy and sell marketplace, the local marketplace site. But I guess I forgot about it. It's been sitting around for probably 3 years. But I'm glad I found it because it's been fun to work with. Now, what I should have done probably was ink this, but that's okay. I can do all kinds of things yet. But see how that looks kind of nice, I think. Put my glue back. Now I hope I don't want to have too much in the view here to confuse everybody. So yes, the beginning of the signature, and here's a flip out. And we'll decide what to do with the rest of that another time. Okay, so again, I've got another one of those cards. I think I put one of these in every signature because it's a nice size, it's thicker, and it's beautiful. I love the colors. Oh, How Joyfully, it's a song sheet. Book page, let's see. That's pretty, that's the middle of the signature. How about we put something on this piece right here? Now, I suspect that this is going to be the perfect fit. And there it is, the perfect fit. And it brings in some continuity to here. I'm liking that. This was not planned when I did the front cover of this journal way back a week ago or 2 ago. So we're going to do this. We're going to make this a belly band. Sometimes the glue gets dry here. So what are you guys working on? You doing Christmas theme? I was not going to do any more Christmas theme, but here I am. I can't believe how early I decided to do this theme this year. I don't know what's gotten into me. I think what it started out with was somebody made this beautiful printable kit that I decided to print and use, and that just started me down the oh, and I also found some really cute holly fabric, and I wanted to use that up. So yeah, that's why. Definitely on me here. Okay, so I just glued it along the edge. And this gives me opportunity to make a nice large journaling card, which I probably will do. We'll do that another day. All right, so that's, what do we do here now? We got the flip out. And we've got the belly band. Okay, so that's 2 for that one.